Hello everybody and welcome to the pre-show for the 2020 WSR Australian Euro Grand Prix. Clear skies at the moment at Albert Park as we go over the track, a 5.3 kilometer track with 16 turns and 3 DRS detection zones. Minor elevation changes on this track, but very hard and fast turns make this a very exciting opening round for the 2020 Euro Formula World Championship in WSR. Now let's go over a little bit of history at the moment as we look back at some great moments for the Australian Grand Prix. The first race was actually in Adelaide, not Albert Park, which we are racing at today. Adelaide was the original circuit for the Australian Grand Prix. One of the most classic moments, Damon Hill and Michael Schumacher in '94.
Going into the last race with 1 point deficit to Michael is always going to be, unfortunately, putting you in the position where you've got everything to lose.
It was here where Michael Schumacher went off track. Seemingly, Damon would get the lead, but then the infamous turn-in on Damon Hill, taking out not only Michael Schumacher and Damon Hill. Now, this might have been bad for Schumacher, but this caused him to win the Formula One World Championship in 1994 that year. Going on to Albert Park, Schumacher would claim the most victories at Albert Park, with 4 of them, leading any driver on the current F1 calendar. Now, let's go over a lap of the Albert Park circuit, one of the most fascinating laps on F1. Starting your lap of the Albert Park circuit, coming around the final turn, trying to gain as much speed as possible out of the exit on the start-finish line. Your lap has begun. DRS is on and then it's off into turn 1. Clipping the curb, gaining as much speed on the exit of turn 2. DRS activated again, coming up towards turn number 3, which is a hard braking zone into the apex of the turn, making sure not to mash the throttle or else to cause wheel spin. A slight dab on the brakes there and then a sweeping right hand turn. Not make sure to go too wide or else you'll invalidate your time or possibly spin out. Now at the end of Sector 1, a small little chicane followed by a sweeping right-hander. Coming up towards again another chicane. Again, very easy to clip the curb and to lose a lot of time, so make sure not to do that. Hit the apex though and get a good exit for maximum speed. Now a sweeping left-hand turn before arguably one of the most famous chicanes in Formula 1. Coming into the chicane, braking hard, making sure to clip the apex on the exit, run a little bit on the curb is okay. The third DRS detection zone meets the end of Sector 2. A few sweeping turns, very easy to miss your braking zone, keeping it on the curb there, coming up to the final hairpin of the lap before coming around the penultimate turn and then the final turn, and you have completed your lap of the Albert Park circuit. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the pre-show. Make sure to tune in just a few moments for the 2020 WSR Formula Euro Australian Grand Prix. Back again for WSR action, ladies and gentlemen, and I have to tell you, I have never seen such a field of more talented drivers in my entire life.
With a handful of friends. Oh baby, don't ask me where I've been. You know I'd never be unfaithful. I'm not that kind of man. Oh please baby, don't ask me where I've been. But you say you've had enough and now I'm on my own. Ooh yeah, and I would take back all the lies I told you and redo the wrongs and make them right. To be your man again, and I would take back all the lies. Oh, I told to you and redo the wrongs and make them right. To be your man again.
Start ahead of official Soy as he cuts ahead of him, and now going into turn 1, Soy is going to finish the race ahead of Nico Hulkenberg. and rightfully win the Grand Prix. Official Soul Your Race winner.